Airline safety video. Interior, airplane. We see a flight attendant walking down the aisle. Flight attendant, welcome to the plane. This plane can't be trusted, but you can. To be alive, always wear your seatbelt. They hold up a belt that is not connected to a seat. Why? Flight attendant continued. There are 2 exits on this plane. This one is here. They point to their head. Flight attendant continued. And this one is there. They point to nowhere. Flight attendant continued. If you are seated in an exit row, you are now the pilot. We see an empty exit row. This plane will not take off. Flight attendant continued. In case there is a disturbed cloud, oxygen masks will come for you. They show an oxygen mask. It is not made of oxygen. Why? Flight attendant continued. There's just enough masks for most people to have enough masks. Now if the water is where the plane chooses to go, don't worry. Your seat can float far away from you. They smile. They are not worried. They aren't on your plane. Flight attendant continued. Young children must be turned off or placed into airplane mode. They hold up the child. They switch it into airplane mode. Yes. Flight attendant continued. Flying is illegal, so don't tell. Oh, God. Antiques Roadshow. Interior, fat building. Tens of people walk around, refusing to live in the present. We see an old lady walk to an appraiser. The old lady carries a pile of bones in a plastic bag. Old lady, my grandfather gave me these bones before he stopped giving me things. They are the Civil War's bones. Appraiser, are you sure? Old lady, I am old. The appraiser tastes a bone as expected. Appraiser, just what I thought. These are not the Civil War's bones. Old lady, grandfather will pay for his lies. Appraiser, these bones are better. Old lady, the grandfather will pay for his truths. Appraiser, these are the bones of the Titanic. Old lady, the famous water truck. Appraiser, they're worth more than you can imagine. The old lady imagines $9. Appraiser continued. These bones are worth $53.17. The old lady jumps for joy. She never lands. The Civil War's bones are still missing. This matters. Jesus Christ. Bob Ross. Interior, painting studio. Bob Ross stands in front of a black canvas that doesn't know how lucky it is. Bob smiles. His teeth aren't hiding today. Bob Ross. Today we will paint a mountain that owes us nothing. Bob picks up his painting weapons. Bob Ross continued. I will be using 3 colors. Baby blue, hot pink, and hot baby. Bob Ross mixes the colors together. They will never be alone again. It doesn't matter what they want. Bob Ross continued. Painting was invented by a tiny bird that wanted to be rich. Okay, let's meet Mr. Mountain. Bob Ross paints a mountain, the one from nature. Bob Ross continued. It's not about you, Mountain. Bob paints a cloud. I went to school with that cloud. Bob paints a forest. Bob Ross continued. These trees are up to something, but I won't tell the police. Now what more does this painting need? Bob stares into the camera. Paint leaks out of him. That's right. It needs you. Bob paints you on top of the mountain. You are at peace. Bob Ross continued. If you need help, ask the cloud. The cloud won't help you. Diners, drive-ins, and dives. Interior, parking lot. Guy Fieri sits in a convertible. He looks like America. Guy Fieri. I'm Guy Fieri, and there's nothing you can do about it. Today I'm eating it all. Guy Fieri takes a bite out of his hair. Interior, diner's kitchen. Guy and a chef stand in a kitchen. The guy has 3 pairs of sunglasses on. The sun can't get him. Guy Fieri. Prove to me you can panini. The chef starts boiling a pot of milk. He's scared. Chef, Flavortown is near. Guy points at an onion with his slippery finger. Guy Fieri, that's one ugly clam. Interior, diner's eating room. A customer sits and eats a cup of mustard. Guy sits down without asking. Guy Fieri, I will live as a food. I am a food. Customer, be a pie. Guy acts like a pie. The customers aren't concerned. Guy Fieri, I am Pie Fieri. It is my birthday. The chef comes out of the kitchen with a cake for Guy. Guy Fieri continued. The clams just keep getting uglier. Seinfeld. Interior, Seinfeld plays. George and Elaine sit on the couch. Jerry eats a plate of cereal. George is upset. Elaine is Elaine. George, a bird stole my job. It's not fair. Elaine, don't blame the bird. George, I wasn't blaming the bird. Jerry, you were blaming the bird. The door shatters open. It's the Kramer dressed like the Statue of Liberty. The Kramer, well, I'm the government now. Jerry, how can this be? The Kramer, I just asked. Elaine, you can just ask? The Kramer, you can just ask. You can just ask. The Kramer eats Jerry's plate. George, well, maybe the bird requires blame. The Kramer, why is George? Elaine, he blames the bird. Jerry, he blames the bird. Kramer, bird blaming? Not when I'm the government. Repent, repent, repent. George will not repent. He will face the consequences.